We've got high hopes for this contest with these two. Terrance.
This bout is sketched.
So much hype surround. Here we go for round one. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Jab to the body. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. That jab misses. Nice counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. Here we go for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. There's a counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's get it started in round three. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broke...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Good counter punching. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That left uppercut doesn't score. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. Back at it in round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nobody home with that hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for... Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fight has a real good flow to it. That hook won't score. Got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. His stamina is off the charts. You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that. Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Just missed with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nope, that hook won't score. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Tried to score with the uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. And there's the bell for round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice stop, but that won't score. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. And just got countered. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. His stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in it. And we enter the ninth. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight. It's round 10. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he wasn't ready for... Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? And the referee's going to allow them to fight. right, just misses. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Just missing with the right uppercut. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Good round. You feel good?
Let's start 11. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, did you see that? Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the...